Hello, everyone, and welcome to Social 5 University. I'm Kate Drake, and I'll be your host for this session. We're going to be talking today about building your network, and I'm really excited about this session because it's designed specifically for our direct marketing clients, and it's going to really help you with some tips on how to build that network and really leverage a couple of different social mediums to create this giant web that's really going to give you a great base for your business. As we go along, feel free to ask any questions, and I'll try and answer those as we go. If not, we'll definitely have a question and answer session at the end, so feel free to chime in then too. Well, with that in mind, we'll just get started. So first off, we're going to talk just a little rundown on what we're going to talk about today. So first off, we're going to talk about how to share your Facebook business page with your friends, how to send an invitation to your friends to like your page. We're going to talk about getting started on LinkedIn, exporting your LinkedIn contacts so that you can use them for email marketing, and then how to use your mobile suite to really add a little bit of oomph to this email marketing and tie everything together. And the thing I want you to keep in mind as we do this is, we talk a lot about Facebook and everything, and I know that that's primarily what you guys are using our service for. But I really want you to think about combining Facebook with LinkedIn and email marketing. Now, we talk about, the big three or the big five for social media or whatever, and it's usually something like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, or whatever the hot social medium of the moment is, right? But right now, for you guys, for direct marketers, it's really a little bit different. It's kind of a different ball game. And I want you to think of the big three as Facebook, LinkedIn, and email. We forget about email and we kind of discount it as a social medium sometimes, but it's really the largest social medium out there. I mean, there's something like, 8 billion active email addresses in use right now. And that's more people than there are on the planet, right? So a lot of people have more than one address. Really great way to reach people because they really use it. It's on all day. If you guys are anything like me, right? You've got it over there in the corner of your computer and you see it right when it pops up. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about is combining those three and using them to build this really great network that you can then use for your direct sales. All right, so first off, we're going to talk about sharing your page. Some of you may have heard us talk about this one before, but it's a really great tool. And if you haven't done it, I'd highly recommend it. So this is on your Facebook page. You're going to be able to share your business page through the news feed on your personal account. And the thing that's really great about this is it allows you to take that business page that is connected to your personal account and invite all of your friends and family to like it. Now, hopefully you've got lots of friends and family on Facebook. If you don't, go ahead and add some more. For direct marketing, you really do want to have people right in the personal sphere and in the professional sphere. And especially with Facebook is a really great way to get to know people personally. So if you meet someone in a personal setting, go ahead and send them a friend request. And then you can share your page and invite them to like your page. So the cool part about this, sharing your page, is a free service, and you can use it as often as you'd like. We recommend that you don't use it every day or anything like that, but you can use it often. Maybe, once every month or something like that. You might want to do that for new people who you may have met. So what you're going to want to do is click on these three little horizontal dots that are at the bottom right hand of your cover photo. So you'll click on those, and it's going to take you to this little drop-down menu. And you can enter a personalized message, and then you'll click Share Page to send the post. And that'll contain a link to your business page, and it'll go out on your personal newsfeed. So basically what this is going to do is it's going to create a link to your business page that will look like a regular status post that you've done on your personal page. And it's a really great way to get folks to notice your page and to let them know that you're there to be their distributor. All right. Once you've done that, you can click on the three horizontal dots down at the bottom of your cover image and click Share. Oh, sorry, we did that backwards. You click on the share first, then you enter your personalized message. I'm sorry. right there. Yep. And then you can write your message right there. Sorry guys, the order on those got mixed up a little bit. Animation must be a little off. Okay, so next we're going to talk about how you can invite your friends to like your page. So you're going to go over to that same share little button there at the bottom. You can click on those 3 horizontal dots, and you've got this share spot. Unlike this invite friends thing, and unlike the share page function, that'll make a post on your personal newsfeed. The invite friends tool sends an invitation directly to your friends. So it will show up right in their notifications. They'll get that little notification that says, so-and-so invited you to like their page. You can access it here from the share button. Then you click on invite friends and you're good to go. You have the opportunity to invite each of your friends to your business page. It can only be made one time per business page. Facebook has placed some restrictions on this because they don't want you to be able to go in once a week and invite people to like your business page, right? So it's kind of a little more restrictive that way. But it's still a great opportunity. And as you add new personal friends on Facebook, you can always invite them. So it's a really great little tool. You click on that invite button right there, and your invitation will now appear on your friend's Facebook page. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to type a message or anything like that. And it'll show up right in those notifications. The next thing I want to talk about is LinkedIn. Now, we've talked a little bit about Facebook and how great it is for personal networking, but you guys are in business and you want to do business networking. And with that in mind, we really recommend for all of our direct marketing clients that you create yourself a LinkedIn profile. Part of that is because it's going to help you look professional and just give you a little more oomph that way. So once you create yourself a LinkedIn profile, you can see what's happening with your account up here on the right-hand corner. It's where you check for messages, notifications, and any connection requests that might come in from people that you have worked with before or people that you meet. You can also see what people are posting. Content from your connections will appear here in a news feed similar to what you would see on Facebook. And you can also do posts on LinkedIn if you want, which is really nice. LinkedIn is kind of more laid back. You don't need to post there nearly as often as you do on Facebook. Obviously, we're taking care of the Facebook posts for you. But if you want to do a post on LinkedIn, you can. If you don't want to, it's not the end of the world. But it's really important to have that profile so that when people go to look at you and look at doing business with you, that you are there. So start with that profile. Again, LinkedIn is a B2B network that's really used for recruiting, vetting, and investigating potential business partners. So you want to make sure your profile looks professional and thorough. And it's going to be used for online searchability. And most importantly, it's going to be a really big first impression. LinkedIn is really great for Google searches. It has a really high Google ranking. So when people search for you by name, your LinkedIn page is likely to come up. The other thing that's really great about LinkedIn is that people who you meet through a business setting and who become business connections with you can go on there and see if you have any connections in common. And the part that's really great about that is that then there's an immediate reference. They can go to their friend who you also know and say, hey, what do you think about so-and-so? I was thinking about using them for some, direct marketing or whatever. And they can give you a reference. So it's really great that way and just adds a lot of credibility. It really is kind of one of those things where if you're going to be in business, you kind of need to have a LinkedIn profile these days. You want to think of your profile as an online resume. I've used Jeremiah's here. I don't know if you guys, most of you have probably met Jeremiah, our Chief Content Officer, and he's created his LinkedIn profile here. Picture of him. Oh, I should get a new one. He's got a new headshot that's much better looking. But you want to make your profile as thorough as you can, and you want to make sure you're using keywords that'll help potential partners find you. So if you're in the essential oils biz, you want to make sure you've got that listed as a keyword. You probably also want to use something like wellness or, recipes, anything that ties in and that would help with your business. Same if you're doing nutraceuticals or greeting cards or whatever it is that you're selling. You want to make sure you use those tags to really flesh out your profile so that when people search for you, that's what comes up. Now, once you're on LinkedIn, it's time to build your network. And just like you do on Facebook, you go out and make friend requests. Whenever you meet someone in a business setting, maybe you've gone to a BNI group or something like that, add them through LinkedIn. And really, this is a great way to add people who maybe you don't want to see all your posts about, your political leanings or your dog or whatever it is that you're posting on your Facebook page. Or your personal Facebook page, but you want to connect with them in a business setting. Send them a LinkedIn friend or connection request. That's one thing that is really great about LinkedIn is versus your Facebook business pages, where your Facebook business page, you can't, you can invite your existing friends to like it, but you can't really, it's really difficult to get new people that you've met to go to that page right off the bat. You have to become friends first, and then you can add them to your page and stuff like that. This is a great way, once you meet someone in a business setting, to just go out and say, hey, I'm going to send you a LinkedIn request. Boom, you're connected. And then they'll see your content and be able to see your network that way. So to find a person, you go in and start with the search bar. I searched for under Jeremiah for myself, and it will tell, it pulls me up and all the other Katie Drakes too. So you want to figure out who it is that you are looking for. Hopefully they've got a profile and a photo and everything so that you can see a couple of these other Katie Drakes. They don't have photos. Actually, I think one of them is me. It's reporter at the Salt Lake Tribune. That must be an old LinkedIn profile of me. Clearly, I wasn't doing a very good job back then, huh? Maybe that's why the newspaper industry is dying. But anyway, so you go ahead, you hit connect, and I'll send them a connection request. Now, you can start, the other cool part is that you can let LinkedIn help you find friends. So you can go to this, under connections, you can go to add connections, and it will search through your email databases. So you can add your email address, like for Gmail or Yahoo, Outlook, any email you're using, AOL even, whatever platform you're on, it will search through your address book and see if any of those email addresses are being used on LinkedIn. And then you can make connections with those people. So that's pretty cool. It kind of does that step for you and makes it a lot easier. Any questions so far? Are you guys doing okay? Feel free to speak up if you have a question or anything. Oh yeah, add connections. There you go. All right, so then, we've created this really great network on LinkedIn and we started to let it grow. Once you built your profile and started adding some connections, you want to give your network a little time. You want to check in on LinkedIn at least once a week. Here's the thing with LinkedIn. It's not a social network that people are checking every single day, right? It's not like Facebook where we all check it 8 times a day or however often, right? There's not going to be new information that often. Check it a couple times a week, and at least once a week, you should go through and accept your connection requests and search for any new connections that you might have, whether it's that you have people that you met through networking groups or that you've met personally. And people will probably be sending you requests too. I know I get a lot of requests from people I've never even met before. So, evaluate that, see if it's someone that you want to be connected with, and go ahead and accept those connection requests. You do have to give it sit back and let it grow a little bit. It takes a little while. So now what we really want you to do is make those connections count. You want to be posting content on a fairly regular basis. And the really important part is you want to make your LinkedIn contacts part of your email marketing efforts. So let's talk a little bit about how to export your connections contact information. You're going to go over here to connections and click on keep in touch. Once you're there, it'll give you this little toggle or gear thing, and you're going to click on that for your connections. And then it will give you a chance to export LinkedIn connections. And what this will do is it will take everybody that you're connected to on LinkedIn, and it will download their email address into a CSV file for you. And the great part is then you can just ship that CSV file over to us and we'll put it in your email marketing. And that person can start getting an email from you every month. It's a really great way to grow your email list. You'll be surprised how many people you know out there on LinkedIn. And the great part about LinkedIn too is that people want to connect for business. It's not like Facebook where they're off doing their own thing and they're getting bombarded by business requests. They're on LinkedIn. They know you're going to be making a business connection. So that's really wonderful. So we'd highly recommend you do that. Because again, remember, we're trying to connect all those dots, email or Facebook, email, and LinkedIn to make one really, really strong web that will give you a really strong network. So so once you've got those exported, send them on over to us and we'll get them put in for you. Now I want to talk a little bit about how to use your mobile suite. This ties back into email and to getting people to join your email list outside of LinkedIn. So anytime you're having a conversation with a potential customer, give them your contact info and a link to your Facebook business page and a link to your blog. So instead of you hand over a business card, just follow these directions and it'll really give you some pretty powerful results. From your phone or your tablet or whatever, open your Connect on the Go engine, and then you're going to enter an email address for the new person in the Join My Email List field and press Join. The cool part is you can hand this over and have them type in their own email address. That makes it easy. And then they hit Join and boom, they immediately get a bounce back email from you. That's all your all your contact information and links to all your social channels. So it's pretty cool. You can see the bounce back email here. And then we've also got the monthly email. So once they get that bounce back email, not only do they have all your contact information and everything, they're also opted into your monthly email blast that's going to come out. So the really great part about this is that first off, it looks freaking awesome. I can't underestimate the value of this. Like, people think it is so cool because you'll hand them your phone, you type in their email address, and then like before they walk away, they've got an email from you. And people just really think that's awesome. So that's a really cool piece of technology that they're going to be like, hey, this direct marketing person really has it together. They've got a pretty big operation going. It really is something that makes you look bigger than you are, right? As a one-person business. So that's really awesome. And then the other great part is that then they're hearing from you every month, which is amazing. It's a really great way to just keep touch. And I've seen the emails that go out for these. They're really, really well done by the writers who work on this team. Our Young Living team does an amazing job. USANA, Holly Weiss crafts an awesome email for you guys. Tina McCain on our team for send out cards does a great job. They're always really heartfelt, really thoughtful, and really useful. They're helpful and informative. They're not spammy. And so they're really wonderful that way and a great way to stay connected with people. Really quick, we can run over how to add the mobile icon to your iPhone so that it's like an app. And you can also do it to an Android phone if you've got one. It's very similar. It's just that all the Android phones are slightly different on how they have you do a bookmark or whatever. So we'll talk about that real quick. From your iPhone or your iPad or your Android, you're going to go ahead and open Safari, and then you'll enter the URL for your personal mobile site. So it's probably going to be, the name of your business we do .social5.net or .youngliving.net, whatever it happens to be. And if you don't know, we can help you with that. Send us an email at support@social5.com and we'll look up your URL and send it over to you. So enter that URL and it'll load up the site. So once you've got the site loaded, there's this little screen down at the bottom that's got an arrow coming out of the box. And you're going to press that, and that's your bookmark button. And so if you're doing this on an Android, whatever bookmark button you have on your particular device, that's what you want to do. And then you press Add to Home Screen. And you can add a title for your new icon. You can say like my mobile site or your business or name or whatever you want to call it. And then you just press add, and it will add it to the home screen of your iPhone or your Android or whatever. Again, the Android, these are pretty much the directions, but you might have to tweak it a little bit depending on what phone you have. If you need help, go ahead and, again, shoot us an email over at support@social5.com. I've got directions, I think, for all the Samsung Android phones and some of the other ones too. So send that on over and let us know what kind of phone you have, and we'll help you walk through that if you need a hand. Real quick, any questions? Everybody doing okay? All right. Awesome. Oh, and we're at the end. So the take-home message I want to leave with you guys today is that, really direct marketing and direct sales is so much about that who you know, right? And so what we really want you to take away from this is that one social network, while Facebook is fabulous and, it's really great, you're going to get a lot of business even if you just have Facebook. But if you really want to take it to the next level, we want to mix in these other things. And what that's going to do is it's going to take LinkedIn and email, and it really ties them all together. That email has links to all your social or to your blog and to your Facebook page, your business's Facebook page. LinkedIn is where you can meet people, connect with them in a business setting, and then you can export their email contacts to come and be part of your email network. So that's what I really want to be the take-home message today, is that by using all three of these together, it's really a powerful tool. And the nice part for you guys is that we've done most of the heavy lifting for you. Go on to LinkedIn, throw together a quick profile for yourself, and just start connecting. It's really not very hard. And then all you have to do is export those contacts, and we'll take it from there. They'll get that monthly email blast, and they'll be set. They'll be getting a lot of contact from you that way. And really, the monthly email blast, again, as you're out adding people to your email list on your mobile site, we have such great success with that. Every month I have people tell me that, oh, my monthly email blasts went out and I got, I had a lead directly from it or whatnot. So we see a ton of success with that. Does anybody have any questions about getting started on these issues, or any questions I can answer for you? All right. Well, if you have any as we go along, feel free to contact us at support@social5.com. Oh, here's a quick one. How do I find my Facebook page? Oh, that's a really good question. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to log in to Facebook under your personal page, right? Because your personal page is going to be connected to your business page. And you have two options here. You can either go up to the search bar at the top and type in the name for your business page, and that should pull up because it can tell that you guys are linked. You also can look down in the left hand corner or left side of your Facebook page under where, it'll have your name and some information about you and stuff like that. And then it will have a section called Pages. And any pages that you're an administrator on will be listed under there. So it might be any organizations that you're a member of or things like that. But your business page will also be listed there. So you can find it in either one of those places. All right. Any other questions? All right. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for joining us, and we're so happy to have you. We can't wait to do this again next month. Again, if you have any ideas of things that you'd like us to talk about in future sessions, please let us know. We know the direct marketing world is a little bit different than some of our other clients that we have going, and we want to be able to present these sessions and make them the most useful for you. So if you have any ideas for sessions that you'd really like to see, feel free to send those over to us as well. And we are so thankful for all of you for coming, and we'll talk to you next time. We'll see you soon.